Hello everyone, welcome to this class. In this class I will teach you how to derive the formula for moment of inertia of a spherical shell. Spherical shell is different from solid sphere. In the case of shell, the entire mass will be distributed over the surface of the sphere only. Inside it is fully hollow. The entire mass is distributed over the surface, which will be very thin, just like the shell of an egg. And we will calculate the moment of inertia about a diameter. Now consider this diagram. This is the spherical shell, and we will calculate moment of inertia about the axis AOB, which is a diameter of the shell. Now suppose we cut the shell along two vertical planes AB and CD, and these planes are perpendicular to the diameter AOB. So what will be the shape of the cut portion ABCD? It will be a ring having radius this y, and we will calculate moment of inertia of that ring about AOB, and then we will think that the entire shell is made up of so many such rings starting from A and finally ending at B. We will sum over moments of inertia of all such rings. We know that the moment of inertia of the ring is mr square. Here we have to find the mass of the ring ABCD. For that let us define mass per unit area. Since mass is distributed over the surface of the sphere, so we will calculate mass per unit area. Surface area of the sphere is given by 4 pi r square, and if m is the total mass, then mass per unit area sigma is m by 4 pi r square. So for unit area, sigma is the mass. So we will calculate the area of the ring and find the mass. Area of the ring is actually 2 pi y into AC. AC is the width of the ring. You can see here it is the width of the ring, and the total length of the ring is 2 pi y. Or if you cut the ring and stretch it, then you will get a figure, a rectangular figure. This is AC and this is 2 pi y. So 2 pi y into AC will be the area of the ring, and for unit area we have a sigma mass. So for this much area, the mass will be sigma into that area, that is written here. And from the right angle triangle whose sides are this R, Y and X, this angle is theta, this is also theta, they are alternate angles. This Y by R is adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is equal to this cos theta, and AC by R is arc divided by radius, that is equal to this d theta. So from the first equation we have y is equal to r cos theta, and from the second equation AC is equal to r d theta. Substituting that in this equation, we get a mass of the ring is this one. Now we will eliminate theta and write everything in terms of x and then integrate. For that, we notice that x by r is opposite side by hypotenuse, that is sin theta. You look at this diagram, this x is opposite side of this theta. You can see this theta here, opposite side by this r, that is hypotenuse, that is equal to sin theta. So x is equal to r sin theta, and you take differential dx, then it will be r cos theta d theta. So we can substitute for that r cos theta d theta here and obtain mass in terms of x. Mass is equal to sigma 2 pi r dx. So moment of inertia of the ring is mr square, and here r is y, radius of the ring. You can see here, this is the radius of the ring y. So into y square, and again from the right angle triangle having sides r, y and x, and according to Pythagoras theorem we have r square is equal to x square plus y square, and from that you get y square is equal to r square minus x square, that you can substitute here, and that is the moment of inertia of the ring, and we can sum the moments of inertia of all such rings starting from A and ending at B. So integral will be from minus r to r di, and as we have seen in the previous case, integral minus r to r can be written as twice integral 0 to r. So this can be integrated. You can check this integration, and finally you get a integral as 2 by 3 r cube, and let us substitute for sigma here. Sigma is m by 4 pi r square. So after substituting that, we will get a moment of inertia of the shell about a diameter is 2 by 3 mr square. Next we consider moment of inertia of the shell about a tangent. We can use the parallel axis theorem. I equal to ICM plus MA square. Here A is equal to R, so MR square, and ICM is 2 by 3 MR square, which we have derived just now, and if we add the two, we will get a 5 by 3 MR square as the moment of inertia of a thin spherical shell about a tangent to surface.